Churches, everything. It was a huge village. Yeah. That's about all that's left now. That's Skookum Hill there. That was really rich up there. Very, very rich. Yeah. 100 meters was open ground. Didn't belong to anyone. No one knew it.
Did you?
That claim. You see where those tourists were?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the KVA claim. It belongs to the territory. They assumed that they had 1,000 feet that way and 1,000 feet that way, always. And they never checked the old records.
Oh.
And there's a fellow here about 26, 27 years ago. His name is Porcupine Henry. And he was just a bum around here, but smart. He was going through the old records in the archives and found it and realized that this was open. Nobody knew it. He staked it. And the Klondike Visitors Association and everything got very mad at him. You know, they never knew it was open. They always thought it was theirs. And so he did this. All of a sudden, he got very smart. He got surveyors in here, surveyed it, make sure that everything was correct, and it was his. He made over $1/3 million off of it.
Oh.
And he leased it.
In gold?
He leased it to somebody. So imagine what they got. You know, they mined all of that, and it was incredible gold.
So it's normally to take 25% when you're leasing it, or
no, it varies. It depends.
Yeah.
A normal contract is 10%.
Oh.
But he was very smart. He got what's called a sliding. The more gold they got, the more percentage he got.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, this bum got very smart. So he got about $1/3 million out of it. Just started. Really big. About a mile. Everything. That's a big mining. See where they mining it out up there? There's the pay dirt. See, they got all the pay dirt ready? That's all the pay dirt. See, they're loading the truck there. It brings it out. That's a big mining operation. We're here. Been to Homestay Gulch. That's where my good friend mined up there. They're taking the pay dirt out here. A lot of mining. Yeah, Homestay Gulch. It's all right. Some gold there. I've been all through up in there. Walked a lot of this right here. All these hills along here I've walked. Fantastic. But the person who has it is crazy. He will never mind. He has phobias. You know what a phobia is?
Yeah.
That's how he's weird.
Yeah.
Weird. I mean, it's very rich right there.
And he doesn't mind?
No, he won't mind it.
Because of a phobic?
That's a long story. He's a little crazy, you know. He wasn't a black person, but he used to unload sacks of coal off of the river boats, and he got all black from the coal dust. So they called him Nigger Jim.
That's it.
Right here. It was a dam.
Oh.
The Guggenheims built this.
Okay.
It was 3 million gallons of water. Can you believe that? Huge, no? And this was, like I told you, the big problem here was not the gold, it was the water.
Yeah.
Not enough water, okay? So they built this dam so when the snow melted and in the spring they could trap water here, 3 million gallons. And then they sold it by the miner's inch, they called it, to the miners. Fantastic, you know? But it was a dam straight, but this broke and it wiped out all the cabins down there.
Oh,
can you imagine how big that is? I'll tell you the other side. You gotta see what's over there. over there, there is a bypass made out of wood to allow excess water around. But over on that side
You've got to have a bypass.
Yes, for the overflow.
Yeah, I know something about the dams.
But I've gone over there and looked at it. It's in ruins, but it's still there. But also, there's a museum piece over there. A beautiful ore car. You ought to see it.
Beautiful
ore car. You know, with the iron wheels on it.
Oh.
And the door that folds up. It's like they use for mining, and it's still got the big brass label on it. But it's a real museum piece. Oh. But it's in the moss over there. Oh. Not many people know about it. You know, that's beautiful. But there's a lot of old ruins on the other side there. But see, they had a wooden structure in the middle of it. You know, then they see what they did with that ore car. They used it. They had tracks out here that they'd extend, and then it would come out, and the door opened up, and it'd dump rocks. And then they'd come back, get more rocks. Yeah. And then they'd keep extending the railroad over. You see, that's what that railroad is over there. Mm-hmm. Road car. But this was fantastic. It was built in, you know, just after 1900. This was to store water for the miners. Yeah. It is a trail. If you go up that creek there, take the right fork, you drop right down into Gold Bottom, where that tourist thing was on Hunker. So that was the trail over to Hunker. Oh. But Carmax and his Indian friends used to take that right up there. Oh, yeah. So that's why it's called Carmax Fork. It cost me $100 a year for that cabin, for the tax on it. That's okay, no problem. That's the Dempster Highway there. And it's too bad, man. The famous Tombstone Mountain is right. I can just barely see it. It's back behind. Yeah, it's called Tombstone Mountain. Yeah. It's a knob that sticks straight up. But right down here, that's Soap Creek. That goes into Gold Bottom. If you went down there, you'd wind up right at that gold painting thing. Oh yeah. About 6 miles or something. 8 miles. And now here's a good one. Let me see over on that hillside. Yeah. That's the railroad. That was the Klondike Railroad. Oh. Can you see that over there? Yeah. See that green line on the hillside? Mm-hmm. That's the Klondike Railroad. That's the old railroad track. It actually went right along here, right down there and over. Someplace, there someplace. Went right around here. Yeah.
It's great country, great landscape.
But can you see that microwave tower?
Yeah.
That's King Solomon Dome. We'll be going right around it. That's the center of the Klondike. That
so
microwave
we are going
tower.
To drive.
Yes. Okay. Right around there, and then we come down into Hunker.
Yeah.
But that is technically the exact center of the Klondike, where that microwave tower is.
Okay.
That's King Solomon Dome. But over here, you see this sign and this trail. Yeah, right up there. There's a trail that goes right up through there. That's the old stagecoach trail that went to Whitehorse from Dawson. You can. It's a hiking trail now that went to Bear Creek, but that's where the stage came out of from Dawson and went to Whitehorse. It followed this ridge over to Stewart River, across there, and then on to Whitehorse. But there's a number of old roadhouses and ruins up there. That's where the stage went. But it's too bad to smoke today, because that's spectacular when it's not smoky, you know. Because that's the porcupine caribou herd, that very controversial herd they talk about, Anwar, drilling in Anwar and all that, you know, the politics. But that's their northern, or their winter grounds right there, on the other side of that ridge. The Ogilvie Mountains, that's the Ogilvie Mountains. But see, they come down every winter. In late September, October, they come down from the coast of Alaska all the way down to the other side of those mountains, and they stay there the winter. Yeah. And then in the springtime, they turn right around and they go back up to the coast of Alaska. much controversy with that. Yeah, too bad it's not a better day. But what the heck, it's still something, you know?
Yeah, it's...
But you know what I tell people about the environmentalists? If they come up here, you know, all that mining down there, do you see it?
No.
It's so small, really, you know? Oh, amanita. Look. Poison mushrooms.
Oh!
Look, here's one. You don't see those too many up here. There it is, amanita. The death cap, they call it. Very bad mushroom.
Yeah, that's the same as we have in Norway.
Amanita.
Yeah, we call it, it's...
Amanita.
Det har jag skickfärg.
The American Congress is going to open up Antarctica. It's very controversial. Yes, they will do it. And holler at us because people like to holler about the Americans.
If the United States are going to do something good about this oil, they're going to raise taxes on the oil price. In Europe, we pay maybe 2 or 3 times more for a 1 gallon.
Oh yeah, I know that. I know that. In Italy.
And we
What's going on in the United States you would not believe? You would have to drive through it to understand. Because I'll be quite frank. I'll tell you because we're kind of a friend now.
Yeah.
So it's just my view of it. I'm concerned about it, as anybody, you know. But alternative energy in the United States is getting big. They won't talk about it outside though because there's a lot of anti-American pressure. Bush's state, Texas. Bush's state, Texas. Now wait a minute.
And you see we call them bobby birds. That goes into the Indian River watershed. It goes the other way now.
Many
You know?
citizens there?
Huh?
Is there any living there?
Oh yeah, there's people mining there now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Irv Knopfsiger. He mines there.
Sigurd?
Knopfsiger. German bird.
Oh.
Yes. And a lot of moves there. It's crazy.
Looks like some smoke over here.
Yeah, a lot of smoke today.
Yeah.
Every year, same thing. It wasn't really discovered until 1901, 1902. It got big then. There's a lot of gold there.
Yeah. So they do mine there.
Oh yeah, there's still a lot of mining going on there now.
Röken, du ser skogbrannar.
You see, they were concentrating on hunker and bonanza, looking for mother loads.
Oh.
The mother loads are looking for. And that's what makes us know around the corner. That's what makes us very mad because they don't have to reclaim. They can do that and leave it.
Yeah.
There's no laws for that.
Det är centrum till Klondike.